G'day, Stu from UAVfutures, and today, well, we're back with another happy flying video, and this one, I'm just going to title it something like Enjoy It, or something like that, and it's all about exactly that, enjoying FPV for what it is, and I guess just enjoying your weekend when you're out flying. A bit of backstory on why I've chosen this footage, because it was actually my job this weekend to pick the spot and where we're going to go fly, and I went out for a recce on the Saturday, and actually dragged my wife out, and we're driving around and trying to find all these places to fly. And I came up with this other spot, and it was just over, you can sort of see it in amongst all those bigger trees on there to the right of the screen right there. And it was actually a terrible spot when we rocked up on the on the Sunday the next day. There was too many people, and the trees were too hard, and there was a bit of a walking track actually there, so it just wasn't a good spot. So by the time we moved over here, sort of across the road, it was already midday. So that was sort of the first of our troubles that began. And then following on from that, some other people, look, it was kind of difficult because some people had made a big drive down from all over sort of parts of the state, or I guess like an hour away, not too far. But some people had made a big effort to sort of come out. I really like this chase shot of Perry too. This is probably my favourite shot of the whole day. I really like that. But sort of it was already midday by the time we set out, and then when it went, and then when it was time to finally get up and start flying, we had the usual sort of mucking around, and oh, sorry Perry, just there. We had the usual mucking around, I guess, with the VTXs, so nobody was sure sort of what channels we're going to be rocking. It was a little bit confusing, and we weren't using race flight. We weren't using the race band, so it was a little bit tricky there. So that was kind of frustrating, and it just seemed to take forever till we could all get up and have an actual fly. And it was probably halfway through the day, or maybe even like towards the 2 o'clock in the afternoon, sort of, I guess we had like 2 hours left, and someone got their quad stuck in a tree, and I decided to eat some lunch, and I had a bit of a moment and an epiphany. And I thought, you know what, I'm just going to enjoy this day. I'm out, I'm hanging out with my mates. It's kind of really nice weather, actually. Even though it's winter, it's still a really, really nice day. I'm out doing something I love. And just because the flying experience isn't going perfect, it doesn't mean that I should be sort of getting a bit stressed or getting my knickers in a knot or anything like that. And also, I think if you're putting that sort of pressure on yourself, like, I really want to go fast, or I really want to get this awesome lap time in, or I've got to smash out all these batteries before I go home, you're probably not going to be enjoying it as much either. And also your flight performance is probably going to suffer, so maybe like a little bit of performance anxiety or something, so it really can get detrimental to the whole point of why you come out to have a fly, because it is all about just having fun. Well, for me anyway, it's all about having fun. And you know what the funny thing is? Once I sort of did look at it this way, and I sort of just took a step back. Oh, by the way, I don't know where this quad came from. It just popped out of nowhere, just like that. That's the only footage I have of it. But yeah, once I did sort of take a step back and realize why I'm out here, I'm all about fun, I'm all about just hanging out with my mates, having a good time, doing a hobby that I love. I had a blast for the rest of the afternoon, you know, there was so many laughs happening, and it was just totally awesome. So it became a fantastic flying session by the end, and I was really, really enjoying just flying around and having a good time. Anyway, I'm going to leave you guys with the rest of this flight footage. Subscribe for more FPV related content. I've got a ton of exciting stuff coming. And as always, happy flying. And if you sort of stick around to the end of this video, I don't think there's probably very much longer, there's actually a bit of a crazy flight that happens, because not crazy flight, I should say crazy crash that happens, because as much as my friends don't believe me, it was kind of a controlled crash. I sort of meant to do what I did, or the roll at the end. But yeah, so that's coming up in about a second, so I'll probably just talk you through that when that comes up right here. Here's the clip. Alright, so, and this over and under too, I know I'm not very good at them, so it was kind of nice to practice those things. Anyway, so this is you would have seen this go around a few times, but I guess I was just trying to see how fast I could get around here, and I was really enjoying this little circuit, and it was good to use it. We had a bunch of gates actually, more than ever. Someone got them in some of the Hobby King sales, but this part right here, if you don't believe me, I actually sort of, right here, boop, I'm going to slow it down too. You can see I actually try to roll out of the way, and then my motors do stop for a second, and then I try to turn and land flatwise down. And no one believed me when I said, look, that was actually kind of a controlled crash. So I'm slowing that down for you guys. I actually meant, I felt like I kind of recovered that one anyway. Anyway, happy flying.